before I talk, let's just look at the valley. Let's look at the silhouettes of the hills, the silhouettes of the treetops, the shadows that are cast, the haze. It's lovely. And I'm trying to get into the habit of speaking and recording unedited. Someone just driving by the garden. You don't get much traffic here. So, I'm Karolina Carolina, and I live in the Peak District on the edge of Sheffield. And, oh, in fact, it's Sunday, I forget. So, it's literally an area of walks, a water. So, because it's a school holidays as well, there's probably slightly more traffic than usual. But it's lovely just to sit out here. I'm going to have a tisane shortly, a herbal drink, a kidney blend. That's good for the kidneys because I had a bit of a kidney journey this last year or so. Sorry if my hand's in the way, my other arm's hurting. And I just need to really begin with so much has happened since I started my channel. And every time I thought I was ready to really check in weekly and bring content, life needed more of me at a very serious level. And it just feels divinely appointed this time that it's the time. So let me reintroduce myself. I am Carolina or Carolina, Karolina Carolina. I'm actually called Caroline. And I love that some people have called me Carolina on my travels because I travel a lot each year and it's a blessing. I'm not complaining. And I love that, oh my God, I've had so much time in Jamaica, which is where my parents and grandparents were born. I was born in England. So when I'm in Europe and around Europeans, which I am a lot, and they say, "What's your name?" I say, "It's Caroline." They go, "Carolina." I'm trying to get that little Carolina. And I used to make the mistake of correcting them and saying, Caroline, Carolina, Caroline, Carolina. And then I say, yes, Carolina. And then in Jamaica, because I don't think, I've not come across anyone there called Caroline, but I'm sure there are some. And I say, hi, I'm Caroline, or Carolina. And then they start to sing the Shaggy song. Even in England, that happens sometimes, but more so in my community. And so I'm like, nobody calls me Caroline. And then my friends and family literally don't call me either. They just call me. That's for people that know me in person. But as you get to know me, you'll discover you might even hear people call me it. And if you do, write it below. So I just wanted to reintroduce myself, more mature, more wise, I think more beautiful, inside and out, being on such a journey of learning, growing, healing, and ready for true sharing. And it's a wonderful time to bring you back into my world because this is where I reside. It's amazing. I'll show you more another time, but this is the garden. And it's a blessing. So I've just been, oh yeah, to the flower show with my sisters at Kellam Island. There's a sticker. I have a small amount of footage. I intended to film a lot, but that's how you know I'm not an influencer at heart. I'm someone that likes to capture great content and fails to share it. And I'm accidentally quite influential, but it's not my intention unless I'm doing actual business. So maybe I've taught myself out of a lot of prospective deals there, but I'm not here for that. I'm here to really share and connect with people and meet other people with a similar way of life because sometimes it does feel very different. And it's nice to know if other people live similarly, or even if not, like where do you live and how do you live? Because I love interiors and architecture, gardens, especially plants, flowers, travels, wellness. Family is very important, gathering, sharing, hosting, loving, and ultimately my faith is very important to me. And I have all of that and more to share. I might have to post twice a week because I have so much stuff from over the years that I never actually put out. But over time, you'll learn why. So, how many minutes? I think it's saying 6. I didn't want to overdo it. I just wanted to say why I've changed my channel name to this. And as you see the footage, like I've literally just come back from Greece and I was in Italy about 2 months ago. I was in Morocco 3 months ago or 4 months ago. No, I was in Jamaica. I'm always somewhere, but there's no place like home. Like you think it's a cliche, but when you travel so much, which I love, again, I'm not complaining. Traveling is traveling, and you might temporarily reside somewhere, you might enter a house, but that is not the same as a home. A home is an expression and an extension of you. It's a sanctuary for you and your family, or your friends, or your cherished ones, and it's where you can really be yourself. No airs, no graces, morning breath, um, smashed up hair when you first get up, um, house clothes, the whole shebang. It's just where you are you. And I love that, but at the same time, I do love beauty at home. Hey, listen to those lovely birds. Only two of them, and they're so um, insistent on saying, we're here, we're doing our thing. I love that about the countryside. And actually, I have some footage like this mound here. At first, I was like, oh, what's that mound doing there? But it's wonderful because the hares pass through there and grouse and pheasants, and the horses are always around. Who else goes there? A little rabbit, and little field mice. I've seen one. Yeah. So anyway, I can tell I'm just chatting almost for the sake of it, but I just thought, it's not that I've got anything major to say other than the channel name. Just get on camera again and get used to talking, get used to holding the camera, and get that stuff uploaded. And as time goes on as well, you'll hear some of my struggles as a neurodivergent woman. I don't even really like to use that term now because it's just bandied about so much. But I like to say, really, as a unique woman, and there are many unique people. We're all unique in our own ways, and it gives me some superpowers and some things that I'm not so great at. But balance is the key, and meeting others that are wired similarly, and you support each other, and if you have the right people around you, you balance each other out as well in terms of family, and what your strength is might be someone else's weakness, and together you're strong. Anyway, where did that all of that come from? I think that's my way of saying that I'm a procrastinator sometimes, and application of certain mundane things I struggle with, but creativity just comes out of me effortlessly, and it shows in my aesthetic and my lifestyle. And I'm very blessed to have someone whom, although we're not totally alike, we share the same sense of wonder, curiosity, adventure, desire for travel, and love experiencing other cultures, other horizons, and just really living life the best we can while still evidencing and giving all glory to the Most High. Okay, my lovely friends here. So let me know where you're from. I even said to myself, should you say to people, like and subscribe? Don't they know that by now? I would think people do, but at the same time, sometimes it could be the first time for someone. So if you've never been on YouTube, there's a thumb thing underneath where you can press it. That means you like this. And you could subscribe. So that means you can just see me if you're lucky each time I post. Or if you press the bell, it will tell you when I'm posting. And for those of you that know this, you hear us all say it anyway, so it's no big deal. But it does help us if you do. It helps that if eventually someone becomes successful on their channel, they can bring even more great quality content to the channel and more interaction, because YouTube gives them more resources, and they can make it more of a, even like a career. And so, anyway, That's a whole nother topic. I'll stop now at 10 minutes. Bit chitty chatty. No, there will be a lot of chit chat, but probably more substance. But it's just like a hey, get to know me. Now, as an older woman, if you look back to my first videos, I've changed so much. And I'm kind of glad they're there so even I can see how far I've come in life. And there's a big health journey ahead for me. I think I'll share it with you so that you can learn from it and avoid, if you can, some of the perils I've had in the emergency room. And again, other videos I'll tell you more. Okay, then, all glory be to the Most High, and bless you, and bye for now.